Program starts from now. So we are going to have a quick small drama performance by the Sunday school children. Then we are going to be having a dance come a drama performance on the same topic of Krishna, just glorifying a different pastime. And right after that we'll be having Abhishek, for which I know most of you are here. I would like to give a brief introduction of what you're going to be seeing next. This is a play called Wonderful Krishna. Like we all know, he is wonderful. And just like us at times, in the deep, deep forest of Vrindavan, after Krishna had lifted Govardhan Hill, the deep forest of Vrindavan. Everyone knows the pastime where Krishna lifted the Govardhan Hill. Right after the Govardhan Hill was lifted, one day his three friends, Gopas, they were different Gopas, friends he had, and three of them were walking through the forest. And they were wondering who this Krishna really is. Because on one side he's killing Putna and he's killing Pralambasur, and they just couldn't quite understand because they were all the same age as Krishna. They were about 7 to 8 years old. So they were all wondering, who is really Krishna and where is he coming from? From what they remember, they saw him in Vrindavan. But from all the activities he was doing, it didn't really quite feel like he was coming from the same Vrindavan. So they were just walking through the forest, and they bring their inquiry to Nanda Maharaj. Nanda Maharaj is father of Krishna. And this pastime has directly been taken from Krishna book. Krishna book is one of the beautiful books written by Prabhupada, which is also from Srimad Bhagavatam. And you're more than welcome to look at chapter 26. This script is exactly word to word taken from there. The purpose for doing that is that we all are not really qualified to glorify Krishna. None of us really have any degrees in drama theater. We're not even trained in doing all this. But just as a service to our dear Guru Prabhupada and our dear Lord Sri Sri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra, this is a humble attempt by the devotees and the congregation member in pleasing the Lord and praising His glories. So all we can do is, instead of making a play or creating a play, all we are doing is really repeating the words of Srila Prabhupada. That's all we're going to do. And this is coming from, again, chapter 26, Krishna book, written by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, titled Wonderful Krishna. I request everyone to be quiet, please. Abhay, please pay attention.
My dear friends, how is it possible that such an uncommon boy will come and live with us in Vrindavan? It's really not possible. Just imagine, he was only 7 years old when he lifted up the Govardhan Hill, just like the king of Elfin holds a lotus flower. To lift a lotus flower is the most insignificant thing for an elephant. And similarly, Krishna lifted up the Govardhan Hill without exertion.
When he was simply a small baby, could not even see properly, he killed a great demon, Putna. While sucking her breast, he also sucked out all of her life air. Krishna killed Putna exactly as eternal time kills a living creature in due course.
When he was only 3 months old, he was sleeping under a hand-driven cart. Being hungry for his mother's breast, he started to cry and kick his legs upwards. When he kicked his legs upwards, the cart immediately broke into pieces.
When he was only 1 year old, he was taken by Trinavrata, the demon disguised as wind. Although he was taken very high in the sky, he simply hung on to the neck of the demon and forced him to fall from the sky and immediately died.
Once, his mother, being disturbed of his stealing butter, turned into a wooden mortar. He pushed it towards a pair of trees known as Yamala Arjuna and caused them to fall.
Once, when he was engaged in tending the cows with his elder brother Balaram, a demon named Bakasura came, and Krishna immediately bifurcated the demon's beaks. Another time, when a demon named Vatsasura came disguised as a calf, intending to kill Krishna, Krishna immediately detected the demon, killed him, and threw him against a tree.
When Krishna, along with his brother Balram, entered Talwan, the demon named Dhenukasura attacked them and was immediately killed by Balram, who caught his hind legs and threw him on a palm tree. Although Dhenukasura was assisted by his cohorts, all were killed, and the Talwan forest was open for the use of animals and inhabitants of Vrindavan.
When Pralambasura entered amongst his captive boyfriends, he caused his death by Balaram. And thereafter, Krishna saved his friends and cows from a severe forest fire. And could not even. And he chastised the Kaliya demon in the Yamuna river. He thereby and forced him to leave the vicinity. He thereby made the water of the Yamuna poisonless.
My dear Nanda, we do not understand why we are so attracted by your son Krishna. We want to forget him, but this is impossible. Why are we so naturally affectionate toward him? On one hand, there is a 7-year-old boy, and on the other hand, there is a big hill like the Govardhan hill, and he lifted it so easily. My dear Nanda, we are beginning to greatly doubt your son Krishna. He must be one of the demigods. He's not at all an ordinary boy. Maybe he is the supreme personality of Godhead.
My dear friends, all I can say in reply to you is that I can present the statement of Gargacharya so that your doubts may be cleared. When he came to perform the name-giving ceremony, he said that this boy descends in different periods of time, in different colors, and that this time he has appeared in Vrindavan in the dark color and is known as Krishna. Previously, he has come in white color, red color, and yellow color. He also said that this boy was once the son of Vasudeva, and that everybody that knows of his previous birth calls him Vasudeva. Actually, he said that my son has many different names according to his different qualities and activities. Gargacharya assured me that this boy would be all auspicious for my family and would be able to bring transcendental, blissful pleasure to the cowherd men and cows in Vrindavan. Even though we would be put into many difficulties, by the grace of my son, we would be easily freed from them. Any man that is fortunate enough to become attached to this boy, Krishna, will never be vanquished or defeated by his enemy. On the whole, this boy is exactly like Lord Vishnu. And since Lord Vishnu always takes the side of the demigods are consequently never defeated by the demons. Gargacharya thus concluded that my son would grow to become exactly like Lord Vishnu in transcendental beauty, qualification, activities, influence, and opulence. After telling me this, he returned home, and ever since, we have been witnessing this boy's wonderful activities. According to the version of Gargacharya, I believe that this boy may be Lord Narayana himself, or a plenary portion.
Nanda Maharaj tried to give the realization to the cowherd boys that Krishna was Narayan's expansion. When all the cowherd men very attentively they heard the statements of Gargacharya through Nanda Maharaj, they better appreciated the wonderful activities of Krishna, and they became very jubilant and satisfied. They began to praise Nanda Maharaj because by consulting him, their doubts about Krishna were cleared.
May Krishna, who is so beautiful, kind, and merciful, protect us. When angry Indra sent torrents of rain, accompanied by showers of ice blocks, he immediately took compassion on us by lifting up the Govardhan hill, just as a child picks up a mushroom. He saved us so wonderfully. May he continue to mercifully glance upon us and our cows. May we continue to live peacefully under the protection of wonderful Krishna.
Shri Krishna Bhagavan ki! Srila Prabhupada ki! Can we all give a big round of applause to the Sunday school children? This play was very short and simple. Nanda Maharaj was played by Abhay. One of the Gopa boys is played by Jaydev. Another Gopa boy is played by Gaurav. And the third Gopa boy was played by Jayant. This was a very sweet and a very short pastime which really gives us this big realization that we sometimes take Krishna to be just one of the gods. Okay, Hindus have a lot of gods and maybe Krishna is just one of those gods. But in Krishna book, it's proven by Gargacharya and by Nanda Maharaj again to the cowherd boys that Krishna is just not one of the boys, but he's actually the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is Narayan himself.